Hey guys, it's been a while again. Yeah, sorry about everything. I've been working on college and submitting college apps, wrapping up my scouting, and submitting a film for college. You can watch it on YouTube if you like really crappy, pretentious movies. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've been doing as of late. And yes, there is a specific Clone Wars series I promised to release, and it was supposed to come before episode 7. And yeah, it's coming. You'll see 14 videos be released in the next 24 hours. No, no, you won't. Yeah, yeah, life got in the way. It's sadly not going to correspond with The Force Awakens. And it'll just probably continue around. It'll start up in January. And I have several videos planned. The first one will be a review of Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, the series of shorts from that had 3 seasons, but was released in 2 DVD volumes. Then I'll do a review of the Clone Wars CGI movie that was released in, I think it was 2008. Yeah, 2008. Then I'll do a video on a general introduction to the Clone Wars, just a overview of the series, and then from that point on, it will be a video of each individual season. I'll do a season 1 through 6 review. I'll do seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then for season 7, which never happened, I'll review all the books and comics and animatics that were released that took the scripts of the episodes and turned them into some other media. I'll review that as if that's a season. And then season 8, I may do a video on where I just talk about all the episodes that never were or never released in any other media. There's a whole panel at a Star Wars convention where they talk about that. And then I'll do a video on Rebels, a season 1 review. And then for season 2, I have to get a calendar out, but depending if I'm done with all those videos, I may do a review of season 2. It just depends if season 2 wraps up by the time I'm finished with all these videos. And each one of these videos will be released on Monday. On January 4th, I'm going to do a vlog review of The Force Awakens. I know that's a little late. It's just I won't see it until much later because I'm just very busy up until then. I wish I could see a midnight release. I really do, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. And yeah, so that will be the first video I do. And the following Monday will be the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars, which will start this whole series of videos. Now, what I also want to do in addition is I really got into the EU while doing the Clone Wars. Like I kind of fell into a rabbit hole. Like I said, like, all right, I'm gonna watch all 6 movies again before reviewing this series. Why don't I don't know, watch them in chronological order, and maybe I'll I'll play a video game, or I'll read a comic to correspond with one of the movies. I'll do it in chronological order, and it was just a rabbit hole I fell into. Like I fell in love with a lot of the books and the comics and the video games, and I had a great time playing, watching, and reading it all. So, I mean, clearly I didn't do all of them. There's way too much. I didn't even do the majority or a quarter of it, but I think I hit a lot of the major ones. And so I thought, what if I were to just do sort of a let's play of Star Wars Battlefront 2 while just going over all the different media I watched, listened, read, and played. And I thought I could do like a galactic conquest and literally conquer planets that are in relation to what I'm talking about. I'll start off with Naboo, and then I'll go on to Geonosis, and then I'll invade, I'll invade Camino, when I talk about the Star Wars comics from the Clone Wars, stuff to just correspond with what I'm talking about. And I thought that would be fun, and I can just kind of, for all the stuff I'm not covering in the, scripted reviews, I can just give brief opinions of some of the novels and the comics. And, yeah, what else am I doing? So yeah, those videos will be released on Wednesday. And those will correspond with that, whatever I'm talking about. I may try and correspond them a little bit. Like I may talk about the Star Wars comics when talking about on Wednesday with the along with the Gendy Tartakovsky movie on Monday to kind of correspond the two together. I don't know. I'll think of something, but yeah, I thought that'd be fun, and I'll be releasing those starting in January. I may release something in the meantime, but for now, I'm just really busy. I have most of the scripts written out, so all I just need to do is set aside some time and edit these together. And yeah, this has been really fun. It's been fun reading and watching and writing this all, and now I'd finally like to share my experience with you guys. And before I go, I just thought I'd give a little speculation on what's going to be in The Force Awakens. Um, I think, regardless of what the movie contains, you will have people. You know, it's kind of the sad thing about a lot of the advertising. I mean, the fact that, I mean, I'm an optimist, so I look at it and say, hey, you know, a lot of people are excited. You know, this is sort of a father-son experience, even a mother-daughter experience as well. Just people coming together to watch a movie that's universally loved, and they have high expectations for it. And one of the reoccurring images I just see, and this was in like one of the Battlefront commercials, is just this guy in a office hell, just at a cubicle, like looking at his like childhood beat up R2D2 toy and like near to tears, and then flashing back to he and his brother or something like playing with flashlights, pretending they're lightsabers, and he's just like having a midlife or quarter life crisis. And then of course, you know, next wing, you know, flies up by his window, he jumps in, and then it transitions into Battlefront. Like, holy shit, this has just been an image I've not just seen in that commercial, but I've just seen everywhere, or at least in some of the advertising. And jeez, I hope this is not like just a general consensus of what the public is right now, because if that's the case, and they really, a lot of people are just hoping this movie will make them a kid again and bring them out of their quarter life crisis or midlife crisis. It may, to a certain extent. I also hope people won't. Well, it is already overhyped, because this already is going to be the greatest. Overhyped as if it's going to be the greatest thing ever, and I'm actually confident it will be a good movie. I think J.J. Abrams will. I liked Star Trek movies. I know they're not as deep or as existential, perhaps, as his other one, as not his other ones, but the other Star Trek movies, and by extension the TV series they're based on. But it was an enjoyable summer blockbuster film, and me, like others, looked at it and said, hey, you know, if this same director could really make a good Star Wars movie, and I think it will be good. I don't like all the decisions they made. I, like everyone else, are annoyed about the new, you know, Disney trampling upon the EU, but it's something I kind of laugh off, because it's not, again, it's not like you can't go back and read the legends and enjoy it, and read, watch, and play it. I mean, it's not like it goes anywhere. It's not like it's deleted. That whole canon still exists, and you can enjoy it. And it's kind of funny, because you'd be surprised how well some of it actually does integrate. I mean, I'm sure the Thrawn trilogy, and by extension all the post Endor stuff, isn't going to be able to correspond with the new movie and all the other its new canon that it's bringing about. But, you know, so yeah, I kind of I guess you could say I'm annoyed, quote unquote, but I more just kind of laugh that off. I think it's stupid they're bringing a third Death Star into this. I think that's ridiculous. Come on, really? It was kind of already exhausting when they did it in Return of the Jedi. But yeah, whatever. Blows up solar systems now. What I'm hoping doesn't happen is I know the things are not going well for the New Republic. I haven't read Star Wars Aftermath yet. I should, but I haven't read it yet. But I really hope they're not suggesting that like the New Republic has collapsed. Like literally it's back to, everything's back to where it started, where the Jedi are being hunted and the Empire is dominant over the galaxy. And, you know, Han Solo says something like, you know, the stories, they're all true. The Jedi, the Force, it's all real. And it's like, really? This all got forgotten? Like, again? Like, only after 30 years? Really? But, yeah. Uh, yeah, whatever. Well, I'll see what happens, see where it goes. I kind of like how it's handled in the Thrawn trilogy, where the New Republic has its domain is covered. I think it's implied about 3/4 of the galaxy. Like the Empire is really small at this point, but then Thrawn comes along and has managed to take whatever remnants are left and really do damage with it because he's just a brilliant tactician. But we'll see what happens with the new movie. But more importantly than canon or tie-ins or storytelling is the movie itself. And I think he's got good actors. I think Disney Ridley, Daisy Ridley, and John Boyega will do well. Um, yeah, who's Commander Stoke? Supreme Commander Stoke. The Jar Jar theory is stupid. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to talk about it. It is stupid. I wonder if Darth Plagueis will be in it. That'll just be kind of a cool sort of canon tie-in, but more importantly is the movie itself. And I'm actually glad to a certain extent we know little. And as much as people get annoyed about the secrecy of the movie, I know Anthony Daniels, the actor who plays C-3PO, was made kind of a public statement where he was like really annoyed with how secret they had to be. But honestly, that's a great thing, because nowadays we have the internet and information spreads, and already people are like trying to piece together leaked information to try and form a narrative of what's going to happen in this movie. But honestly, I don't think people really respect how great it is that pretty much all of us are going to go into this fresh. I just hope I can shut everything out for the 10 days I have to wait before I see it. But I'm really happy that most of us don't know what's going to happen, or at least we think we don't know. Maybe it will be as predictable as we can think, but yeah, I think it's great that a lot of us will go into this movie fresh, and more importantly, will the movie be memorable? Will it be fun? Will it have great characters? Will it have probably a little bit of drama? I mean, Star Wars is known to have not the greatest of drama, but it does have some great scenes in it. And I think it will be. I think it'll. J.J. Abrams did his Star Trek movies, did them well in the sense that they were really great summer blockbuster movies, and I think he can do the same thing again. We'll just have to see. It's kind of funny that he's not going to be directing the next one. It's kind of like It's kind of like similar to George Lucas, how George Lucas kind of became a high. Became I think what was it produced? I think he produced the other two movies, but they were directed by different people. Anyway, but yeah, I'm kind of happy to say that I'll be able to go into The Force Awakens with expectations, but I don't think I'll be devastated if it's not very good. Um, yeah, I think that wraps everything up. I'll be releasing these videos in January, probably starting in January, with the review on Monday, and then sort of a Battlefront Let's Play tie-in on Wednesday. And I had a lot of fun watching, reading, and playing Star Wars, and I had kind of really strong opinions about the Clone Wars. I grew up watching it, and after having already watched the movies, and I'm really excited to tell you guys what I thought about it. So stay tuned. I'll have these videos up soon in January. I may be able to release something in between. We'll see. No promises, but we'll see if I see. And to anyone who's out there, thanks for sticking with me. I know I haven't been putting as much content out as I should, but I say this a lot, but I think things will become easier soon. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. May the Force be with you, and have a Merry Christmas, and a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy Kwanzaa.